Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
It's completely dysfunctional. Stop and think about it. A vast majority know we have to have border security and support it. They voted for it before. They want the government to open, but you can't get it done. Then they say they want border security, but gosh, we don't want barriers. How does that make any sense? And then they sit here and they keep getting paid when they know other people that are out there working are not getting paid.
And there you have former Governor Rick Scott of our state, Florida. Now he's a congressman. I mean, he's a senator. And he's not there even a week. And he's saying, man, this place is so dysfunctional. He's going to find a big difference between being a governor and being in Congress, being a senator. He's going to find a big difference. So it's going to be interesting to watch him. Anyways, welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Got a lot to talk about today. Going to talk about the banks they're reporting. And banks are so important. Most people don't understand that. You know, banks lead the market. If the banks aren't doing well, I don't care what you do with the stock market. It's not going to work. The way it works, if you have a stock, let's say you have a stock GE. Most people think it's magic. The stock will just go up. They hear something on Bulls and Bears, or they hear something on some TV, financial TV show, some jibber jabber talking about, let's say, Home Depot, and telling all the fundamentals why Home Depot is going to be a great stock. It doesn't mean anything, these fundamentals. Only one thing moves a stock, and that's if the institutions are going to buy that stock. It's that simple. But they don't want you to believe it's that simple because you would not need them, your planners and your managers and so forth. But it's that simple. But you got to have the banks first. If you have Home Depot, it just doesn't go up on its own. I don't care how good it is. You got to first have the bank stocks move up, push up the S&P 500 stocks, and that's what pushes your stock up. If you buy Home Depot can only go up 1/3 of its distance, meaning from its low to a high on its own. That's all, 1/3. I don't care what you can do. I don't care what you do. Sing to it, tell it poems, doesn't matter. A stock won't go up, but they don't want you to know this because if Wall Street thought you knew this, then why would you need them? All you want to look at when you look at your stock are the institutionals buying it. Are the five biggest banks buying your stock? Are the insurance companies buying your stock? The hedge funds buying your stock? That's what I learned when I started this years and years and years ago, 20 years ago. And I said, 20 years ago, my God, what am I talking about? 40 years ago now, getting old. But it's all about money. That's what pushes your stock up. Now, if the banks aren't going up, that's not going to push up the S&P. That's not going to put up the S&P 500 stocks because institutions aren't going to put their money in the S&P. They're not going to buy the 500 stocks. What the institutions look at, if the bank stocks are going up nicely, they're nice and strong, and they see that going on, then the institutions will invest. There'll be investments coming into the S&P. That momentum on the S&P pushes your stock up. If you don't have a strong bank stocks, it's over. So they'll tell you on these jibber jabbers will tell you to buy this stock, buy that stock because of this and that. Don't listen to them. Now, here's the other thing. The bank stocks, we were always told that, hey, these bank stocks we're going to have great earnings. We're going to have all these great earnings. But remember these great earnings, where they came in from. These great earnings came in from stock buybacks. From stock buybacks. But those stock buybacks right now are diminishing because interest rates are going up, and therefore CEOs of companies, they used to pay almost nothing, no interest. Now they got to pay 3% interest. What used to cost them $15 a share now costs them $59 a share. And that's the problem right there. If they go from $15 a share where they're near zero interest to $59, they can't afford to do it. So the bank stocks have had it, and you can see they've had it. And the plunger team is doing everything it possibly can to push those stocks up every morning. The plunger team, the President's Working Council on Markets, a.k.a. Plunger Team, where they get together every morning and decide what they're going to do to push this market up to make sure that these bank stocks are doing their job. And so they'll do it artificially. So if you're looking at bank stocks right now to purchase, all they are is just short-term trades. To buy a bank stock right now and to get into a bank stock and hold it for a long period of time, you got to be nuts. Now remember, they always told us, well, when interest rates go up, we're gonna push interest rates up. Powell says we're going to run rates up. Remember that? They're going to push interest rates up. And they told us, well, that is fantastic, because buy bank stocks, because when you have interest rates going up, that's good for financials. Their margins are going to expand. No, that's not always true. That's not always true. Their margins expand when long-term interest rates rise faster than short-term interest rates. The opposite has been happening. They've been telling us with these bank stocks, get in those stocks because their margins are expanding, and when their long-term interest rates, we're going to push these long-term interest rates up. They're going to be going up faster than the short-term interest rates. And just the opposite has been happening. Just the opposite. But they don't tell you the truth. So right now, the bank stocks are hurting this market, having a big problem. We're going to take a look at my chart if you want. Go to my site, philsgang.com. If you got a mobile device, you click onto my show. It's live. I have the cam up, and I can show you these bank stocks and what's going on. Right now, XLF, remember, it went down 27% since October, XLF. And it's having a hard time trying to capture that 27%. Because remember, this morning we heard J.P. Morgan, yesterday we heard Citibank, that the reason their numbers were down is because of fixed income. Fixed income is low. In other words, people aren't buying bonds and treasuries, putting money in CDs. They don't have the money to do it. They don't have the money to do it. So the only thing you should be doing with bank stocks, like I'm doing with my members, we're buying them short term. That's what we're doing. We're buying them short term, and we've been pretty successful doing that. But this is not the time to go in and buy bank stocks. So check your portfolio. If you got a lot of bank stocks in your portfolio, you are going to get hurt big time. Don't do that. Where the money is going to be made in the next couple quarters, you should be focusing on oil service stocks. You should be focusing on the drillers, refiners. That's where you're going to make money, a lot of money, because you're going to find that these stocks have been beaten down so much, they've been shorted so much, that these are really, truly on sale. And the oil price is going to start going up. You will never again, ever, be able to buy this group so cheaply. You should join me, join my other members, join the gang, and join us in this sector, because you will do terrific. It's going to be the best sector ever. Be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. Philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Philsgang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's gang today and make profits.
Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's interesting. I was talking about the bank stocks, and they lead the market. And as I say, most people don't understand what's going on. If the bank stocks aren't leading, I don't care how good your stock is, it's not going to work. It just isn't going to work. It just can't sustain itself. You got to have that heavy lifting by the 500 stocks, the S&P 500, and that in the financials, the banks has to push it up. So there are going to be some great opportunities, but the biggest opportunities are going to be in the oils. Let me explain. Take, for example, Schlumberger. It's one of our best stocks, Schlumberger. Now, Schlumberger, we had I just want to make sure I get this right. Schlumberger, total return from 2019 through January 11, I don't want to bore you with all this stuff, but was 16%. Now, the total return from September 28, 2018 to January 11, 2019, if you take a look at their total return, Schlumberger, it was about minus 31%. 64% was stock buybacks. So think about that. Their stock buybacks were huge. And the stock, of course, collapsed, Schlumberger. And we were short Schlumberger, and the stock dropped big time. So we shorted Schlumberger in May, and it went down about 40%. 40%. So we shorted Schlumberger, and it dropped 40%. Now, we have many stocks, and if you want to go to my site, philsgang.com, and if you have a mobile device, click onto my radio show, and you can see it. My cam is up, but we have a Schlumberger. We have a terrific, you can see in red how it just continued to drop and drop. What a beautiful thing was red all the way down. And all you have to do with that red, look at this. It went from green to red. Once it turns red, from green to red, here's your green, dropped to red, and we stayed all the way down as long as it stayed red, because that tells you the institutions are pulling their money out. How beautiful is that? That's a 24, about a 20, I think it was about 24% or 40% return. Now it's just, you can probably see it, it's just turning green. It's just turning green around $41. Just started green. You can see it just a little bit there. See it? Just in a tiny bit. All these stocks, I'm telling you, whether it's any of the oil sector, don't miss the oil service. Don't miss the all the refiners. These things are so discounted right now that you're going to be missing the biggest opportunity ever. So if you want, join my gang. And why don't you try just one of these? Just try one of it. Join the gang. It's only $39.95. And just try one. Try Schlumberger, for heaven's sakes. I mean, when a stock is discounted 40%, 30%. A lot of these stocks are more than that, these oil service stocks. We got some beautiful opportunity here. Stop listening to these people on these financial shows, these jibber jabbers on these TV shows. Here's why. Here's why you don't want to listen to them. Do you remember when Payne said this here on Fox?
But if the Fed raises rates because of this kind of economic data, then so be it. It's justified.
Remember, he said, let them go ahead and raise rates. It's justified. Then, after they raised rates.
This is the greatest economy ever.
Right. Then.
First and foremost, those earnings before the open from J.P. Morgan to Delta, not a lot to cheer about. Couple that with the Empire State Manufacturing data, the slowest growth since 2017. That sounds like recession, deflation.
Wait a minute. You said.
But if the Fed raises rates because of this kind of economic data, then so be it. It's justified.
Oh, justified. Then he's complaining.
First and foremost, those earnings before the open from J.P. Morgan to Delta, not a lot to cheer about.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We never flip like that. That's crazy. Can you imagine having somebody advise you that one moment tell you this is the greatest ever, the greatest economy, the greatest this, greatest that. Then he turns around, well, I'm sorry, it's not so good. And now your stock has dropped. And here's the real thing. If your stock has dropped and you're losing money, they're not going to help you mitigate those losses by shorting. That's what we do here. We will short a stock. It is silly to think all you do is buy a stock and you don't short it. That's like buying a car with forward and no reverse. What are you, nuts? That's insane. That's like buying a 30-foot Chris Craft boat and there's no water within 100 miles of you. That's how stupid that is, not to short. So, but it's just telling you how inconsistent all they do, they're on these shows to pump you, to make you feel good, to go out and buy something. That's all they care about. So, we know right now that the banks are in trouble. That's telling you the economy's in trouble. When the economy's in trouble, there's no demand for oil. So, you just watch it on your chart. And here, let's take our bank stocks. One of the bank stocks we made a lot of money in shorting was Bank of America, BAC. Two banks you want to follow. Forget them all except for Bank of America and JP Morgan, and they're in real trouble. And we saw the earnings today. We're going to get Bank of America earnings tomorrow. But we got JP Morgan, got Citi yesterday, JP Morgan today, terrible. Now we're going to see that now in the Bank of America, Bank of America was, again, you can see where it turned red. All red. Look at the red here. It's just all red. And we made about a 30% return shorting Bank of America. Now, these banks have had a little spurt. Because they came out and they said, Powell came out and said, well, I don't think I'm going to raise rates anymore. Wait a minute. You first told us you were raising rates because the economy is good. And you say the economy's fantastic. And then these guys on Fox and all these shows tell us the economy was fantastic. Now they're not raising rates. Shouldn't they be telling us, be careful, the economy's not fantastic? No, they don't tell us that. They keep telling us the economy's fine. The economy's fine. And it's not. Here, listen to Bob Pisani.
J.P. Morgan was light on earnings, but look past the trading numbers and you'll see a very robust consumer, very optimistic.
That's not true. The consumer is dying with debt. And that's why the bank stocks aren't going up. And that's why the stock market is going to go back down. Join my gang right now, philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have 3 wonderful programs. We have a program for a person who just doesn't have time, the very, very busy person, where you follow my 5 recommendations, the same 5 stocks I've been investing in for over 2 years. You follow those recommendations. We tell you exactly what to do with those 5 stocks with complete support. So easy to do. We also have another program where you can follow 3 to 4 of the stocks that I actively trade every day. And finally, if you want to really learn about investing and trading and all aspects of it, we have the best educational program in the country. So we have it all. Join my gang, philsgang.com. 877-600-GANG. That's philsgang.com. See you on the charts.
Don't wait. Make it a prosperous new year with Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Tomorrow will be my 1-year anniversary that I said this. It was 1 year ago tomorrow. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. The crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks, and I believe we are going to get at least a 5% pullback between now and the second week of February. Remember, stock market crashes just don't happen overnight. They can take as long as a year before you get the capitulation. The capitulation, I believe, will be in December of this year, 2018. Or the first quarter of 2019. But there's no question the catalyst will be China. Okay, and Nobody else predicted it that I know of. I never heard anybody predict that. And I knew China would be the problem. And I'm going to explain why, and we're going to get some great opportunities because of this. We're going to get a lot of discounted stocks, like Schlumberger, for example. I'm going to talk about that. You should buy Schlumberger. But the idea right now, with what is going on in this economy, what is going on in this stock market, what's going on with the banks, with Congress, you couldn't find a better time to be in the stock market, to be buying these stocks that are discounted. Do you know Schlumberger, which is one of our favorite stocks, there's about we think there's about a 38% upside on that stock. 38%. Now, you just don't go in and put $1 million in there. You start out slowly. We tell you when to get in, and we make sure we have a good risk to reward, that you're not going to lose any more than 2%, 3%, to get a 10%, to get a 10%. I'm saying this thing will go up 38%, but let's just be conservative. Say it goes up 10%. So at least you got a comfort level knowing when you purchase the stock, you start out slowly. We tell you when to buy, then we start telling you when to add to your position. You keep building your position. But if something happens, you got in a safety net that you're not going to lose more than 2 or 3%. That's a wonderful thing. But here's what's even better. Even if you pulled back 2 or 3%, we then mitigate that loss by turning around and then selling it short. You haven't got to do a thing. We do it all for you. You haven't even got to think. All you got to remember at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time that you go to our Working Investor Group, okay? That's the site we set up. And every one of the 5 stocks and our bonus stocks that we've been in for 2 years will be there. We tell you exactly what to do, exactly what to do. And it works beautifully. So join my gang. It's only $39.95. And why don't you just start out with Schlumberger? Start out with Schlumberger. Okay, let's go to the stock corner.
Phil's Gang, stock corner.
Okay. We had, if our current long positions, okay, after this market dropped, we said, I told my members, this is only a short covering rally. It's not going to last. The market's going to go right back down. The only way the market would last if they turn around and say they're going to drop rates and they're going to go back to zero interest or close to it. It's the only way the market can rally. There's too much damage. There's too much overhang. They can't do it. Won't work. It's the only way the market would rally. They got to come right out and be honest and say it's not working. We're in trouble. We got to do what we did in 2008. We got to do more quantitative easing. We're going to cut interest rates down to near zero. We're going to print money and borrow more money from China. But there's the problem. They could borrow all the money they wanted from China by selling them treasuries. But guess what? They can't do that now because China's economy is so bad, okay, that China has less money, so they're going to raise rates. They can't afford to buy. Okay, here's some of the, so Dollar General are up 6%, my members. Netflix up 11%. Bank of America up 7%. Morgan Stanley 7%. Hess 8%. Now the fourth quarter, I'm going to talk about the fourth quarter. Everybody's reporting on the fourth quarter. I'm going to give you our returns on the fourth quarter in our 5 stocks, Goldman Sachs, Intel, IBM, and Caterpillar. I'll give you those numbers when we return from our break. How is our fourth quarter? Never mind their fourth quarter. How's our fourth quarter doing? If you're a member and you were with the Working Investor Group and just stuck with those 5 stocks and wait till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if you can't make it, it's archived, and just follow the instructions. Don't go off the reservation. Those are the returns you would have been having. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got exactly those because every gang member gets in different. They get in different, they don't all get in once. This is not a fund, okay? This is a teaching format. But these are the stocks that we gave them. And again, if they followed instructions, they'd be doing good. So that's how well we're doing with our with the again, as I say, with the fourth quarter, I just gave it to you. I thought the break was coming up. I was a little too early. So that's where we are with the fourth quarter. And again, now we got a great opportunity, as I say, in a lot of these oil service stocks. Okay, I want to talk about China. Why the market is in big trouble, and because they can't do QE again. They can't save this market with cheap money anymore. They just can't do it because China's economy has really slowed big time. And you know, I remember January 16th a year ago, I was correct when I predicted China's slowdown. I predicted. I said that's going to be the major problem. And here we are today. What's the major problem? China's slowdown. Why is that? Because we can't borrow money from them as cheaply as we once did. So China's construction has slowed. That's the problem. One thing about China, it's neat about China, is they believe that everybody's got to be working, and they don't provide they don't provide a social net. They don't provide Social Security. They don't provide welfare. Their idea is get everybody a job. If everybody's working, nobody's going to revolt. That's what happened to China, as you know. Everybody revolted. But now the leaders of China say, look, we keep them working, and the government will keep finding projects. They got this new project out now. They're building roads all over the place, all over to Asia, to everywhere. They just want to keep their people employed. That's what they want to do. In our country, we do just the opposite. We tell them to leave their job. Remember Pelosi? She said, okay, just leave the job.
Think of an economy without worrying about keeping their day job.
If you want to be creative and be a musician or whatever, you can leave your work.
Can you imagine? Pelosi's telling people to leave their job. And they're saying that you and I, who work hard, will take care of them. We'll pay for their welfare. We'll pay for their insurance. In China, they say, no, you work, and if you don't save the money that you made, then it's your problem. It's unbelievable. We do just the opposite over here. So the biggest problem we have right now, or China has right now, their construction is slowing. In the last 10 years, their construction was so huge, building 50 cities, 64 million empty apartments right now in those cities. So their people are not working as they were in the last 10 years. So that means they have less savings. That means for us to get on our feet, we need to borrow money from them, but we can't borrow money at 0% anymore or 0.25% anymore because now that they have less savings in China. And another thing that's happened, they're going to ask for higher rates. The other thing that's killing us is all the materials they needed to build all those cities and railroads and airports. Remember, we produced all the machinery here in the United States so they could get their raw materials out of the ground. And we produced machinery for Africa, Brazil, so they could get the raw materials out of the ground and send to China. But now that it's slowing, that's a big hurt on us. Big time hurt from the manufacturing. So we are not making the machinery for Russia, for Africa. We're not making machinery for China. So don't listen to anybody saying that this market is going to just keep going up. No, we are in another slowdown, believe me. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Okay, we're back. Look, I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida at the Money Show. I'm going to be doing a workshop, and the Money Show starts, and first of all, it's at the Omni Resort in Champions Gate, Orlando, February 7th through the 10th. It's free. Love to have you come and meet me. Love to meet you. We're going to have a booth there. Also on Friday, I'm going to be broadcasting my radio show live from there at 3 p.m. On Saturday, I am going to give a workshop. It's all free. So this is the Money Show. They know how to put on a financial show. Let me tell you, they are the pros. I'm so happy they invited us. And so I'm going to be there. If you can make it, I'd love it. Okay, so mark your calendar down. That's February 7th through the 10th. I'll be there on Friday to do my 3 p.m. all day Friday, and I'll be there on Saturday. So Friday I'll be doing my radio show, and also on Saturday I'll be doing my workshop. Okay, I'm running out of town. I want to tell you this again. This is earnings season. I'm going to have better results for the fourth quarter than the market. I can almost guarantee it. Give you an example. Fourth quarter, it started on October. It went from October to the end of December. Goldman Sachs, we had a 30% return. This is for our fourth quarter numbers, 30% return. Intel, 18%. IBM, we had a 15%. Caterpillar, 21%. and Schlumberger 43%. Now, that's why I'm saying again, in most of that was shorting when the market was collapsing. And they're telling you the market's great, everything's wonderful, stay in the market. And you were sitting there calling your broker saying, what should I do? What should I do? And they told you to stay in. I had my members, I switched and made sure they were shorting. So, and remember, these are the 5 stocks we've been in for 2 straight years. 5 stocks for 2 years. We know these stocks. I want to invite you. Join my gang. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. It's just $39.95 a month. Try it. And I'm going to start with also, I know Rig is a driller. That dropped 48%. Can you imagine? This is a fantastic company, discounted 48%. Join my gang tonight. Follow me on Rig. We know there's at least, a minimum of 38% we can get out of this stock. Schlumberger, that dropped 56%. So just between those two, Rig and Schlumberger, you should be following me. 877-600-GANG, okay? All right, before I leave, I just want to tell you that China, when China's economy stops, because all they do is construction. When they're finished building out, their economy starts getting into trouble. That puts us into trouble because when their economy goes into trouble, I'll give you an example. Chinese people right now, the auto industry in China is the biggest in the world. We know that. And it is totally collapsing. The sales haven't declined this bad since the 90s. Retail sales are the worst since the 90s. Manufacturing's at a 3-year low. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So construction drives the economy. And that's where the jobs come from. And people have no choice to work because there's no social security. There's no safety net for them. Unlike our country, we do just the opposite. We tell people not to work. The liberal Democrats tell people do not work. Go on the dole. We'll take care of you. And just remember, when the election comes, vote for us, the liberal Democrats. That's how crazy it is. And then you got the Republicans on the other side who hook up with big business to screw you. So either you got the Democrats screwing you or you got the Republicans screwing you, hooking up with big businesses. So that's why just stay independent, listen to my show, take the directions on the stocks, and you're going to do just fine. Pelosi, we already talked about that, and she's crazy. She told people not to work. So here's the idea. You got Cortez and Sanders, both socialists, really communists. Their dream is 40% or more of our GP, is invested into social programs. China, on the other hand, takes 40% of their economic growth, GDP. They invest it back into construction for jobs. See the difference? So our country takes 40% of our growth, the money that we made, and put it into welfare. We try to expand the welfare system. That's what Obama was trying to do, Pelosi trying to do. And their dream right now is take 40% and put it into welfare, where China takes 40% and puts it into jobs. Now, they go overboard, obviously, because the problem, the Chinese, you got a law, only 1 child per family. And that's a little dumb because the workforce gets older. And soon you haven't got enough population to replenish that workforce that's getting older. You think they take some of that GDP, take some of the profits and put aside for at least a little bit of a safety net, but they don't. Now, as I said, the biggest hurt is that when they slow down, all the emerging markets around the world, they all drill and dig and take materials out of the ground to give it to China for their big construction. So that means we do massive manufacturing in this country to provide the machinery to all the countries around the world that they can get those raw materials out of the ground and send them to China. Well, when China slows, they don't need the machinery, and therefore back in the United States we get clobbered, and that's one of the biggest problems we have. Now, the problem why we're going to go into another deep dive in this economy and in the stock market is because, again, when we go to borrow money, when our government borrows money from China, remember, they sell them treasuries. And China's going to say, wait a minute, we want more interest. Because remember, China now has less money to lend because their savings isn't as big. We can't afford to pay any higher rates on treasuries. We can't afford that. And because, again, and if we could, that means our economy was doing good. So that proves our economy isn't doing good. Interest rates, they went from raising them to stopping them. They keep telling us the economy's good. That proves the economy isn't. What has been proven is these people on these financial shows have been misleading us. They've been for over more than a year giving us a fake narrative. While the market was going down 20%, did you ever hear anybody else except me talk about China? That China is going to kill us, going back a year ago, that their economy is going to kill us. Their economy slows down, our economy slows down. Therefore, you better get ready to start shorting. And that's when we shorted. That's how we got Goldman Sachs 30% by shorting it. Intel 18%, IBM 15%, Caterpillar 21%, Schlumberger 43%. But when you have these rallies like we have now, see, here's the biggest problem for the S&P. For the stock market. The biggest problem for the market right now is this, and I told you this all week so far. They've got to get above the 50-day moving average around 2,620. If they can't get above, if they can't push the S&P above that 2,620, they're in deep trouble. Now, how do they get the S&P above that 2,620? It's the banks. There's the problem. The banks, and the banks aren't doing well. So the banks need to push the S&P up. And if the banks can't push the S&P up above its 50-day moving average, and if the banks can't get above the 50-day moving average, we're going to go down another 20%. But if you're a gang member, give us a call, 877-600-GANG. If you're a gang member, you don't have to worry about it because we will tell you. We do an alert every afternoon, especially if you're busy and you can't come to class and you just or you don't want to come to class. You've had it going to school. You join the gang and follow the Working Investor Group, and we will guide you. We'll tell you exactly, did it get to the 50-day moving average, the S&P? Did the banks get to the 50-day moving average? If it didn't, here's what we want you to do. This is the specific stock we want you to sell short. This is what we want our members to do. You just follow that. And then we tell you when to add to your position. We tell you when to take some off, like to take profits. And we tell you when to run like hell. Look, there's a great consequence when China isn't lending us money or we have high rates. And one of the biggest consequences we have right now is that we have such not only debt, but we have also such a trade deficit. It's killing us. Think about this. China has something like 2.9 billion people, right? 3 billion people. And they only imported $2.2 trillion. We imported $1.3 billion. There's a big problem with China. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.